You know, I think Kosei's talking about wiping down the shrine or like the floors or something. But when I read this, I immediately thought he was talking about wiping his butt. And I was a little concerned because why do I need to know that? Anyways, guys, welcome back to Cafe Stella. We are in Nozomi's route right now. I just got back from my vacation, so that was fun. And I'm ready to play some more visual novels because what else is there to do in life? Become a normie? Anyways, pretty tough in the old lumbar region. It's my first morning staying at Aikawa Shrine. I'd woken up early and gotten to work cleaning the shrine grounds. Then why are we sitting here talking? Let's go eat. Yeah, I think we do a good job. We're pretty good at wiping the shrine and wiping our butts. Yeah, I thought I'd put in a little extra effort today. Although the Aikawa Shrine might not be a very famous shrine, it still has a long history. Rokuro-san has told me many times how it dates back to the later half of the Edo period. The shrine is an important piece of history after all. We should be doing our best to clean and take care of it. If we do that, we might get more visitors to the place. Well, it has you. I mean, that's pretty great, right? We like Nozomi guys. Right? Yes, probably, most likely. Yes, the 3 sacred treasures. One of them probably being an anime body pillow. No. Probably not. They're probably being used. I don't think you're going to be able to borrow one of Japan's imperial treasures that easily. Regular people aren't even allowed to look at the things. Okay, but now I'm curious. What are these 3 things, guys? Probably an anime body pillow. An old VHS of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Okay, that's gonna be our second one. What's the third gonna be? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. What do you think the third would be? Let me know. Or a mermaid or a mummy. Yes, I'm sure every shrine has these laying around. Oh, dang, that would be awesome. Yes, I want a legendary dragon god. Are there no sacred objects enshrined here? Then we make one. Okay. Oh. I mean, do other shrines have that? I think not. The god who loves children. That could be taken very differently. So because she loves children, it makes her the god of safe childbirth. I don't know. It's pretty basic. I wouldn't say it's lame, though. I think it's pretty charming. Hard to call it much of a selling point, though. It doesn't sound impressive enough. So we need to make up a story for Lady Aikawa. Okay. Alright. We can do this. We're good. We're good at making up things on the spot. You know, Kosei's very well at doing that. I do think you have an actual talent for being one, though. I mean, yeah, her dance was great. I really liked it. Your end of the year dance was really something else. If she put some real effort into it, I think she'd make a great shrine maiden. Gosh, Nozomi, you're such a buzzkill. Shame. Well, anyways, we better eat breakfast before it gets cold. Take Nozomi's hand to pull her along. She softly squeezes my hand in return. To be young and in love. Must be nice. Bathed in the morning sun, her bashful smile is absolutely dazzling. Oh! You got us a present, okay. She hands me the talisman that Mikado had made for us. What? I can't do that. I won't be able to protect her while I'm at university. You'll be completely defenseless if I take it. There's no point in me carrying it. It should definitely be you. I hold the talisman back to her. Yeah, but it wouldn't be the first time we've absorbed butterflies. And to be fair, it kind of saved our life, so... She pushes it back towards me. No, no, you take it, Nozomi. I push it back to her again.
ダメダメ、昴生君が持つの。
They're just playing this reverse tug of war. Like, no, you have it. No, you have it. No, you have it. She pushes it back to me again and again. No, 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 you Nozomi.
ダメダメ、昴生君が。
Yeah. The two of us push the talisman back and forth. Please, Nozomi, I'd hate for something to happen to you.
私だって昴生君にもしものことがあったら嫌だよ。
We gaze at each other. I can see her eyes faintly brimming with tears. Her single-minded devotion tugs fiercely at my heartstrings. Nozomi-chan.
昴生君。
We wrap our arms around each other. Under the cold winter sky, we passionately seek each other's warm embrace.
朝からお熱いことで。
Of course these two just appear out of nowhere.
もしかしてこれから交尾なのか？
Mikado, you're a cat. You wouldn't understand, okay? Please don't say that. Please don't ever say that. The arrival of a certain Grim Reaper and Cat Sheed quickly ruined the mood. Nozomi and I hastily let go of each other. No, 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 we were just arguing about which one of us should hold the talisman.
そうだよ。大事な話し合いだから熱がこもってつい。
Yeah, something like that, guys. Something like that.
ご風地面に落ちてますけど。
Now it's not protecting anybody.
さらに言うと、高峰さん踏んじゃってますけど。
No, I was protecting it from the air. Akazuki-san raises an eyebrow at us.
おい、貴様。
Hey, it's not what it looks like. Mikado glares at me with contempt. You know, I'm kind of surprised this is probably the first time he's done that. I feel like he could have done this a lot more. Sorry. I quickly pick it up and dust it off.
まったく。
Shame.
は大事に扱え。粗末に扱うと効力が早く落ちるぞ。
Okay. I'm sorry, seriously sorry.
ごめんね、ケットシーちゃん。
Nozomi and I both clap our hands together and beg for forgiveness.
まあいい。それよりも出かける前でよかった。大切な話があるのだ。学業よりも優先すべき話がな。
You know, my mom wouldn't have agreed growing up, okay? Nothing took priority over school. Gotta get your education, guys. Come on. Four of us reconvene in Nozomi's room. Akazuki-san and Mikado have returned to their original forms. Safe to say this discussion has something to do with that. Have you discovered something about the red butterfly?
そういうことだ。
ずいぶん早かったんですね。はい。私も帝さんも昨べは貫徹で頑張りましたから。
Okay, what'd you find
お
out?
かげで眠い。
You're bushed.
ただでさえ猫は眠るのが好きなのに、徹夜などありえにゃい。
Yeah, I mean, cats are supposed to sleep, like, majority of the day. You're so adorable when you yawn. Come on, I thought you had something important to tell us.
おお、そうだ。我が輩はここに眠りに来たのではにゃい。事態は思っていたよりも深刻なのだ。
Ooh, in what way?
そうなんですか？
How bad are we talking? I unconsciously grip Nozomi's hand. She squeezes mine back tightly.
順を追って説明します。まず、赤い蝶は眠っていませんでした。
Oh, good. We're finally getting back into this. I was like, what the heck is going on with this red butterfly? I remember last episode, I was like, are we gonna finally figure out something about it?
つまり、今までの2度の事故は赤い蝶の仕業と考えるべきでしょう。
Most likely.
そうなんだ。
Hold on a second. If that's the case, why haven't we seen any other butterflies gathering around the shrine? Near the end of the last year, dozens of butterflies have flocked towards the Akawa shrine, drawn by the red butterfly. If the red butterfly is still awake, it stands reason that they would be showing up again.
はい。それを調べるために、昨べは赤い蝶の動きを観察していたのです。
それで徹夜になったのだ。
Yes, we've established that, guys. Thank you.
驚いたことに、赤い蝶は寄ってきた別の蝶を自ら追い払っていました。
力は圧倒的に赤い蝶が強いからな。他の蝶はなすすべもなく逃げていった。
Oh yes, the overwhelming power of it, flapping its wings.
他の蝶にまでそんなに攻撃的なんですか？
I wonder if, like, because it hasn't resolved its issue, it's just gotten angry and it's just lashing out at everything. Didn't it just stay awake, became even more active than before? That certainly is bad news. Powerful red butterflies on the warpath now. How did this happen?
原因として一つ思い当たることがある。
それが正しければ謎がつながるはずです。
Not only has the red butterfly not gone back to sleep, it's become even more aggressive, and it's nearly caused Nozomi to get into an accident twice. There must be something that connects these three things together. That something is... Dun dun dun!
それなのだが。
Spit it out.
そうだな。大変言いにくいことなのだが。
Okay, get to it, guys. Come on. Nozomi and I gulp audibly, waiting for Mikito's next words. Or
原
words.
因は。
原因は
Are they really just gonna keep doing this?
なんと。
Okay. Okay.
驚くべきことに。
Okay, Mikito, shut up!
驚くべきことに
Stop!
カンナ、あとは頼む。
Alright, got it. You explain the rest. My heart can't take this any longer.
帝さんずるいです。私だって言いにくいですよ。のぞみさんの舞が下手なせいで赤い蝶が怒っちゃったなんて。
What? What do you mean her lackluster dancing? She did great.
ええ
That's so scuffed. I feel so bad for her. Nozomi's eyes fly wide open when she hears Akazuki-san's words.
私の舞のせいで赤い蝶が怒っちゃったんだ。
I mean, to be fair, she did practice for like, what, 2 days? 2 or 3 days?
やっぱりなんちゃってみこの舞じゃダメだったんだよ。
I don't think... There's gotta be some other reason, right? Like, that's not it. Hey, don't look at me! I'm not the one who danced badly. Distraught, Nozomi grabs me and starts sobbing into my shoulder. Dang, I feel bad. She practiced so hard, too. Could have phrased it a little more nicely, you know? Now you've gone and made her cry. Yeah, like, they could have worded it differently. Like, oh, because there was a different Shrine Maiden, you know, it didn't have the same effect. You know, you could have said that any other way without just saying, oh yeah, your dancing sucked, by the way, and it made him pissed off. I stroked Nozomi's head sympathetically while giving Akazuki-san a reproachful look.
そうだぞ、カンナ。いくらなんでも、のぞみの舞をへっぽこなどと。
へっぽこなんて言ってませんよ。下手って言ったんです。
She is right.
へっぽこって言われた。
Poor Nozomi. You guys are just making things worse. Good grief. Looks like this conversation will have to come to a pause until Nozomi stops crying. You okay now?
泣いてごめんね。
Yeah, can you stop that? That hurts my ears. After a while, she calms down. Now then, let me get this straight. The red butterfly is angry at Nozomi because of the dance. That's why rather than going to sleep, it's becoming hostile towards her. Is that what you're telling us? I look towards Akazuki-san and Mikito for confirmation.
はい。それなら一応すべての事象がつながるかと。
Wow, this butterfly is kind of a dick.
一時はおとなしくなっていたのだがな。騙されたと思ってしまったのかもしれん。
As if it had been deceived.
私、騙すつもりなんてなかったんだけど。
Is this because technically she isn't a real Shrine Maiden?
一生懸命やったのに。
Nozomi slumps dejectedly. Everyone knows you did your best. I think you did a great job. You didn't do anything wrong, Nozomi. Try my best to cheer her up.
はい。私ものぞみさんの舞はとてもよくできていたと思います。
あ、それについては我が輩も同意見だ。手順にも間違いはなかった。
Yeah, could we not have, like, followed up? Like, okay, so the butterfly was a little bit pissed off because of the dance. But we think you did it perfectly. And so we're not exactly sure how that happened. Like, you could have just said all that at once instead of like saying this later and then having her cry. You know, you guys are terrible friends. Terrible friends.
じゃあどうして赤い蝶は眠らないんですか？今まで舞の奉納をされてきたのは一流の巫女だったのですよね。
So he's just really picky, huh? Just use your scythe on him. Just
はい
hack him.
毎日奉納してるって聞きました。有名な方です。
So he's got a crush
さ
on
すが
her
に
then.
そのもの
That's
と
what
の
I'm
舞
hearing.
と比べれば劣っていたということなのだろう。致し方あるまい。
I mean, you're not wrong, but if everyone thought it was great, what does it matter, okay? It's just being selfish. It's a selfish butterfly. Admittedly, Nozomi wasn't as skilled as a dancer as a shrine maiden who comes every year, but at the same time, it's unreasonable to expect her to be. So now what do? Do we contact her and ask her to perform another dedication dance for us? In theory, that should lull the red butterfly back to sleep just like it does annually.
以前にも言ったが、ただ巫女が舞うだけではダメなのだ。露天を開き、晴れの木で神社を満たさないと。
Right, and the Shrine Maiden Festival is only held once a year.
もう一回お祭りを開けばいいんじゃないの？
No. Yeah, that'd be really weird. Which means there'd be no point in asking the Shrine Princess to come.
じゃあどうすればいいんですか？私がごめんなさいって謝ればいいの？
I mean, you could try. Just say, hey, sorry, that wasn't what you were looking for. The one who pressured you into performing the dance. Well, I mean, we were doing it for the butterfly, essentially. If the red butterfly wants to hold a grudge against someone, it should be me. Much better me than Nozomi.
こうなったら抜本的な解決が必要だ。
赤い蝶々に眠ってもらうのではなく、輪廻の輪に戻っていただくのです。
Is there a reason we didn't just do this in the first place? I mean, I know we were limited on time, but
それが本来の私たちの目的ですから。
it seemed weird that we were kind of content with just leaving it be when it's supposedly a very dangerous butterfly, right? Well, that would be the ideal solution if we could manage it.
あの赤い蝶の正体もわからないんですよね。
That is correct. Or why it's been haunting this shrine for 300 years. All we know is it's no ordinary butterfly, but an immensely powerful irregular soul.
はい。だからお話ししてみましょう。
I was gonna say, like, the butterfly is not like the spirit of what's her name, Akaiwa, who the shrine is kind of based off of. Like, they're not gonna go that direction, are they? I mean, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just throwing a guess out there.
無論、あの赤い蝶と。
Okay. Both Nozomi and I gasped in surprise.
そんなことできるんですか？
奴がまだ理性を保ち、その気があればな。
But it might not have a sound mind.
はい。ずいぶん長い間一人でこの神社に引きこもってらしたようですので。
気が触れていても不思議ではない。
It's probably just wandering around being weird like that. Talking to the trees. Probably lost its mind. Gone crazy. In which case it'd be impossible to communicate with it. We wouldn't be able to persuade it to be reincarnated, let alone ask it to stop haunting Nozomi. Or even worse, it's gonna talk in some weird dialect that sounds like he's very, like, country. And even if we could converse with it, what if the negotiations break down? Things could get even worse. If we wind up provoking it, though, Nozomi could be even in greater danger than before. I'm not willing to take that risk. I say this softly but firmly.
昴生君。高峰さん、これしかのぞみさんとあの人を同時に救う方法はないんです。
Yeah, no, freaking Kosei, I didn't think you'd be the one objecting to this, okay? You're the one who's been trying to fix everything. It's soul, huh? Clear that Akazuki-san has the red butterfly's best interest at heart. She's a very kind individual. I can respect that. However, Nozomi's safety is my top priority, Akazuki-san. I'm sorry, but you're just gonna have to use that scythe of yours too.
わかりました。赤い蝶の中の人とお話をしてみましょう。
Thank you, Nozomi. I turned to look at my girlfriend sitting beside me. Nozomi is wearing the most serious expression I've ever seen her make. She looks so determined that I instantly swallowed the words I'm about to say.
昴生君、私もできれば誰も傷つけたくないよ。カンナさんとミカドさんにはたくさんお世話になったし、
That's
私
true.
だってこの神社の娘だもん。なんちゃってだけど巫女だもん。
I would say so.
ちょっと危ないかもだけど試してみよう。
It doesn't sound that dangerous to me. It's a butterfly. Like, what could it do? I mean, butterflies are, like, if you've ever seen them up close, they are pretty ugly. So, I mean, it could, like, look at us weird. That'd be kind of scary. Gives me a cheerful
大した
smile.
ものだな。こういう人間がいるから、まだこの世には救いがある。それに比べて、高峰後世のちっぽけな
Hey, where are you going with this? Gosh, why is everyone so mean? No, I'm just a selfish, ordinary Joe.
昴生君いいかな。
Nozomi looks at me, pleading with her eyes. There's no way I can say no to her when she gives me that look. Alright, fine, but I want to be present when you have this conversation with this red butterfly, okay? If at any point I feel like Nozomi is in danger, I'm putting a stop to things immediately.
はい、もちろんです。本当にもしもの時は私も覚悟を決めます。
Yeah, I mean, what do we have to fear? We have a cute Grim Reaper girl, and then we have a talking cat. I mean, we're perfectly safe, guys. Come on. Go say, stop being a worrywart.
では今晩、全員で境内に集合だ。
Okay, let's do it.
今からじゃないんですか？
Gotta wait for
いろ
night.
いろと準備がありますから、ショーも夜の方が出やすいですしね。
And it'll be pretty easy to spot, too, because it's like a glowing red thing.
高峰後世と望みは2人でステラでバイトしつつ待機していてくれ。一緒なら護符の力で2人とも安全だ。
Alright, we're skipping school, baby. Let's go. Probably not good for our education, but, you know.
カルボナーラと半熟オムライス。はいよー。あ、君、オムライス頼んでいい？
If it attacks us like that tonight, mutter, mutter, mutter.
あ、昴生、オムライ
Amano
ス
is
作って
a
ってば。
loner. Mutter, mutter, mutter. If y'all have ever seen Future Diary abridged, you'll understand. Jose, I'm still talking to you. Then I'll try holding up the talisman and mutter, mutter, mutter.
おーい、聞いてる？っていうか聞けよ。
And finally, I'll knock it out using the old boyfriend punch. Bam! We got it.
その前に
Easy.
私のフライパンチをあげようか。
Oh, no. Well, watch her swinging that thing.
君がちっとも私の話を聞かないからでしょ。
Something about an omu rice.
オーダー入ったの。働きな。
No, we don't got no time. We gotta go beat up butterflies with our fists. Crap, I've been spacing out. I was too preoccupied thinking about tonight to focus on my job.
今日は君ら変だよね。
Me and who?
失礼しました。
Oh
すみそめ
no.
さん大丈夫？
Slacking on the job. Kosei, I could expect to do that, okay? That's normal, right? But Nozomi?
のぞ
Slacking?
みちゃん、手で触っちゃダメ。怪我しちゃうよ。
Would not be the first time I've done that.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
Never try to pick up glass.
君ら。
Oh, I'm sorry about Nozomi too. I lower my head. We've been causing nothing but trouble for everyone today.
何かあったの？相談くらい乗るよ。
I don't think we can talk to you about it. I'm sorry. Mumble non-committally. Tonight, Nozomi and I are going to have a chat with some kind of spirit that's been haunting her, but it could be dangerous. I can't exactly tell her that. Sorry, I don't want to keep secrets from you or anything.
ま、無理には聞かないけど、話したくなったら話して。
Dang. Suzune? Best girl? Okay, well, maybe not best girl, but I'm glad, like, she's always there for us. Like, Kana's there for us, probably because she's, like, probably the main love interest. And then there's Suzune, who is also there for us a lot of the times. Even though she's kind of mean, you know, it makes fun of us. But at the same time, she's very nice and very caring. So I appreciate that. And a friend. And maybe more than a friend soon, once we go through her route, of course.
じゃあ、オムライスよろしく。
Okay, I won't. Holding my thoughts together, I resume cooking. No point in worrying endlessly about it. I just have to place my trust in Nakazuki-san and Mikado and do my best. After work, Nozomi and I make our way back home. Walking next to me, Nozomi heaves a heavy sigh. Then a much heavier one. And then an even heavier one. And then she goes Super Saiyan. Now it just sounds like she's charging a Kamehameha or something. Hey, I wasn't too far off. Say Nozomi, can Shrine Maidens shoot energy beams from their palms by any chance? What about spirit guns? Didn't think so. Okay, to be fair, just to give him a little bit of a break here, I do the same thing with my wife, okay? And she probably feels the exact same way as Nozomi right now. I'm just trying to lighten the mood, but like women are like, no, I want you to like ask how I'm doing and what's wrong and like talk to me about my problems. I'm like, oh, well, when guys are feeling down, we just want to be cheered up, you know? We just want like have a good time. Maybe go sit down and play some games together, right? Or watch some funny stuff, right? And girls just want to talk about their problems. And not that that's bad. I'm just saying, guys, it's not always as easy to do that. It's not as always our go-to, per se. She pouts unhappily, elbowing me in the ribs. Sorry, I was just trying to calm my nerves a bit. Well, we are about to have a confrontation with this red butterfly. No. Okay, we have to demonstrate. We're gonna give it the old boyfriend punch, you know what I'm saying? Assuming we can even hit it. It's probably pretty small. Assuming it can even talk, that is. No, we're good. Might not be able to see it, but it could be haunting Nozomi. This very... Wait a minute, do you not feel it? You know those heebie-jeebies you've been talking about? She ruminates. You used to feel it too, 3 times a week, didn't you? When did it stop? The New Year, so you haven't felt it since December. Huh. Wonder why that is. What's going on? At the end of last year, there were dozens of butterflies gathering around the Yaikaiwa shrine. That meant that Nozomi had more opportunities to sense them. That I can understand. But right now, she's being haunted by the most powerful of them all, the red butterfly. Sounds so intimidating, right? The way you say it like that. The red butterfly. Are you saying you can't sense the red butterfly at all? I mean, is it because we have the little, like, tokens? The cat things? Yeah, exactly. Well, we only got this talisman yesterday, remember? That can't be it. Despite her affinity for the supernatural, Nozomi has stopped sensing the red butterfly even before that. Yeah, so she hasn't sensed it at all this year, and didn't she have it leading up to the Shrine Festival? So she had the talisman, but still felt it. Concealing its presence. Yeah, I suppose. I'm not quite satisfied with the explanation, though. I don't see any reason it would have to do that. Something's not right. Nozomi. Are you sure you haven't felt the red butterfly's presence around you? Aside from those heebie-jeebies you get, there could be have been other signs. Like, I don't know, rapping sounds? Dang. Nozomi's coming out here with the rap. No, I mean the unexplained, ghostly kind. Maybe you've been suddenly waking up to strange sounds or experiencing sleep paralysis. Oh. Yeah, just take some melatonin and you'll be fine. Just don't take too much. Just take a little bit. You'll be good. You can sleep. Is the red butterfly really haunting Nozomi? No, it has to be. She nearly got into an accident twice. Nakazuki-san and Mikuto agree. I mean, could it be haunting something around there? I don't know.
待っていたぞ。
While I've been ruminating, we arrive at the shrine. Good evening. Thanks for doing this with us tonight.
こんばんは。二人とも私のためにごめんなさい。
Nozomi and I bow our heads to the Grim Reaper and Cat Sheet. Why do we have to call her the Grim Reaper?
そんなやめてください。他人行儀ですよ。
Yeah, exactly. We're on a little bit more of a first name basis here.
我が輩は職務を全うしているだけだ。
Okay.
人間と友人関係など。
I mean, okay, but can we not just still be friends too?
自ら尻尾を円形脱毛症みたいにしたのにですか。
Akazuki-san teases Mikado, grinning slyly.
やかましい。
Quiet.
はいはい。もうあまり時間はありませんから移動しましょう。
If we can find it. I mean, we can certainly try. Nozomi's voice takes on a slightly nervous edge.
のぞみ、お前は巫女装束に着替えるのだ。
Okay.
わかりました。
Why does she have to
のぞ
change?
みは赤岩神社の巫女として対話してもらう。
もともと赤い蝶はこの神社についていましたから、神社の関係者として清掃が好ましいかと。
Okay, fair enough. What about me? What should I do?
お前はおまけだからどうでもいい。
But, hey. Even if it's true, you could say it nicer, okay? Not everyone can be a cute shrine maiden, you know? We could try. You know, why not?
お待たせしました。
Nozomi soon returns wearing her shrine maiden clothes. Seeing this, Mikado rises to his feet.
では始めよう。カンナ。
はい。結界を張り、赤い蝶に呼びかけます。
Alright. Gonna use our summoning jutsu. With a flourish of her cloak, Akazuki-san begins to intone in a low, hushed voice. She's speaking words I've never heard before, some kind of spell, maybe? I reckon it's a language from another country or perhaps another world.
何？
What was that? A sudden chill sweeps through the grounds along with the sound of ice cracking. No, forming.
静かにしろ。今、境内が結界に包まれたのだ。
I didn't know Grim Reapers could do that. That's awesome. I like it a lot. Nozomi and I stand together, scanning our surroundings. Akazuki-san's chanting eventually comes to a stop. And then...
こんばんは。いきなりお呼び立てして申し訳ありません。もしよろしければ、私たちとお話をしていただけませんか？
Akazuki-san turns around and speaks to Nozomi. No, to someone behind Nozomi. Both Nozomi and I quickly turn around as well. And there it is. I really want this butterfly to have this really deep voice. Oh, well, no, that's not a deep voice. A translucent ethereal butterfly. It flutters through the air around Nozomi upon crimson glass-like wings. It's the one who whispered in that faint voice just now.
今、こんばんはっておっしゃいましたね。
ああ。どうやらまだ理性を保っている。大した精神力だな。
I couldn't hear it very well, though. But one thing is clear, its voice was unmistakably a woman's. I mean, I did expect it to be one. I thought the red butterfly would sound much more eerie and frightening. I hadn't imagined it to have such a quiet, somber voice.
ありません。話すのはずっと昔。久しぶりに。
申し訳ありません。話したのはずっと昔で久しぶりなのです。とのことです。
Okay. Akatsuki-san interprets for us, filling the blanks between its words. Appears that we have been able to communicate with it after all.
はじめまして。この神社の娘の墨染のぞみです。
So I predicted it's either Aikawa, the person that this shrine is kind of, you know, named after, or it's going to be like some relative of Nozomi. Which it could be both. Could be both. The butterfly gently flaps its wings and circles around her. I can't tell if there's any meaning behind this action, but at the very least it doesn't appear to be hostile. I'm confused. The events that led us to this moment, the thoughts now swirling inside my head don't add up.
まずはお互いに自己紹介といこうか。我が輩は帝というケットシーだ。
秋月環奈です。死神です。 以後お見知りおきを。
I'm Takamine Kosei, a university student and Nozomi's boyfriend. The red butterfly floats before each of us in turn as if bowing and greeting.
名はもう忘れてしまいました。300年前の名前になど意味はないでしょう。
Words are slowly but surely becoming clearer. Perhaps the memories of his former life are coming back to it. The red butterfly continues to speak.
私はここに祀られている人だったものの
You were
魂。
enshrined here. Does that mean I was right?
この神社に祀られて、あなたがこの神社のご神体だというのですか？
なんと
The butterfly's words catch us all by surprise. If what it says is true, it's not an evil spirit, vengeful ghost, or anything cliche like that, but instead... I was right. Let's go!
いいえ、かつて人々が勝手に私を祭り上げただけのこと。
Not right about very many things, so I'm excited when I am.
あくまでも私は人であり女であり。
Yeah, that's true. I feel like probably a lot of people that were worshipped were probably not as special as they were made out to be. But, you know.
神は別にいます。300年前この地で私を殺した神が。
God killed you here?
はい。あなたと同じ理由で。
Oh, interesting. So she was probably performing a miracle then. Once before, on the brink of death, I turned back the hands of time itself. I wonder if her miracle had something to do with having a child. Maybe whoever her child was like one of Nozomi's ancestors, and that wasn't supposed to happen. Maybe like she was infertile or something and wasn't able to have a child, and so that's why she's the god of childbirth, right? Just a theory. We'll see. I had that power within me. That was why God wanted to eliminate me to protect the natural order.
そうか、話が見えてきたぞ。お主は高峰後世と同じように強い力を有した魂の持ち主だったのだな。
そしてその力で世界を変えようとし、あるいは変えてしまったため神様に目をつけられてしまった。
はい。
The red butterfly flutters nimbly around the ground.
かわいそうだよ。そんなのひどいよ。いくら神様だからって赤い蝶さん別に何も悪くないのに。
I mean, to be fair, we don't even know what she did exactly at all.
私のことはもういいのです。
Don't you wish you could change things?
もともと諦めはいい方なので。
Accepted her fate. When I hear those words, I feel a stab of pity.
ならば転生していただけないでしょうか。もうあなたがこの地に執着する理由はないのではありませんか。
うん、300年も祀られてきてやったのだ。もう自由になればいい。
それにお言葉ですが、あなたの影響で別の蝶々がこの神社に集まってくるのです。のぞみさんを攻撃するのもおかしいです。どうか転生して新たな生を生きてください。
私が巫女様を？
The red butterfly comes to a stop mid-flight.
そうですか。
違うというのか？
私は。
What do you mean? Butterfly sinks into silence. Red butterfly, no, Lady Akaiwa. I refer to her by the name of the deity that Rokuro-san had said this shrine was dedicated to. What exactly is it that you want? Please tell us, I beg you.
でどうするのですか、少年。
Try to help you fulfill it, if possible. If you were like me, then you must have had some unfinished business that you kept here too. Do you really want to stay here alone, enshrined in this silent tomb, keeping your final wish to yourself for all of eternity? I definitely try to persuade her, for Nozomi's sake, and for this woman as well. After a moment of silence, the red butterfly flaps its wings again. It had been on the verge of saying something, but stops. Or at least, that's how it seemed to me. Well, hey, Hey, we were trying to have a conversation here. Let us know what you need. The butterfly begins drifting softly up towards the night sky. Its wings gradually grow
さよう
transparent.
なら
Then it vanishes completely.
時間がかかりすぎたな。
すみません。対話は失敗です。
Well, mission failed. We'll get him next time, right? Akazuki-san bites her lip. For a while, Nozomi and I continue to stare weakly up at the sky, but the red butterfly has disappeared without a trace. Can we just, like, summon it another
カ
day?
フェステラと死神の蝶。
I don't know. Maybe that's not how that works, so... Nozomi, it's time to wake up. Huh? She's not here. Did she already wake up? She hadn't responded when I knocked, so I assumed she was still asleep. But I guess she's already up and practicing.
高天原にかむずまります。かむろぎかむろみのみことをもちて。すめみおやかむいざなぎの神。
I find Nozomi rehearsing her dance.
つくしのひむかの立花のおどのあぎが原に。
The jingling of her bells, along with her tranquil voice, echoes quietly through the morning grounds. Her expression is serious. As I watch, I hesitate to move a muscle, let alone call out to her. That's how solemn the atmosphere is. After a while, her dance comes to an end. Nozomi takes a deep breath. The air softens. Already hard at work, huh?
昴生君、おはよう。見てたんだ。恥ずかしいな、もう。
I mean, we don't want to interrupt you. You obviously were practicing and pretty into it. Nozomi wears a slightly embarrassed look as she comes walking towards me. I can't believe you're practicing that dance again. What changed your mind?
昨日赤い蝶さんとお話ししたでしょ。何かしてあげたくなっちゃって。
I gotta say, she wasn't at all what I was expecting. I thought she'd be much scarier. But in reality, she'd been quiet and sorrowful.
うまく言えないけど、私あの人がすごく気になるの。
That's only natural seeing as she's been haunting you.
それは平気だよ。変だよね。たたられているのに。
I mean, it sounded like she wasn't. It sounded like there was more to that story and she just didn't finish. But I understand her confusion.
のぞみさんを攻撃するのもおかしいです。どうか転生して新たな生を生きてください。
私が巫女様を
Yeah, that line right there made me feel like that's not her intention at all.
そうですか。あなたたちにはそう見えているのですね。
違うというのか。
私は
Yeah, and then she didn't finish. I was like... My gut tells me the red butterfly is not a malevolent spirit. While we can't deny the fact that she's been haunting you, Nozomi, I don't think she means you any harm.
私もそんな気がするの。あの人は私に悪意は持ってないんだよ。だからゾゾってならないんだと思う。
It does make sense, I guess. Those two accidents had in fact happened. The first time a giant bell almost fallen right on top of Nozomi. The second time a speeding car had run a red light and nearly ran her over. We still don't know what caused those
偶
accidents.
然とか。
Twice in a row? That's too much of a coincidence. Also, we don't know why the red butterfly decided to haunt you instead of going to sleep either.
単に眠くないだけだよ。
But she goes into hibernation every year, right? What reason would she have to follow you around?
私が未熟な巫女だから気にしてくれてるんだよ。
I get that you want to defend her, but come on, that's a bit of a stretch.
私、今日から毎日前の奉納するよ。
Yeah, I wonder if maybe she's protecting her in some way. Maybe there's another evil spirit after her. I mean, there could be two red butterflies. I don't know about that one, but...
ちょっとでも赤い蝶さんの心が休まるように。
Such a kind person, Nozomi. Can't resist the urge to pat her on the head, and she breaks into a shy smile.
嬉しいな。でもちょっと恥ずかしいかも。
Why? Not like anyone's watching
あ
us.
の人が見てるよ。
Don't remind me. But embarrassing or not, I'll choose to flirt with Nozomi any day of the week. I am a man, after all.
じゃあそろそろ朝ごはんにしよっか。
I mean, I've been waiting. Let's go.
すぐ準備するから待っててね。
Okay. Nozomi's sandaled feet quickly patter off across the ground. Suddenly, something draws my gaze towards the sky, towards the spot the red butterfly had disappeared last night. I am simply waiting. Waiting for what? Ask out loud, just as I had last night. If we could just figure that out, I'm certain we could resolve the situation. In fact, I'm convinced of it. What do we have to do to find out?
昴生くん、もうすぐ朝ごはんできるよ。
Okay, I'm coming. Can we have some spam musubi?
昴生くんの好きな卵焼きもあるよ。早く。
Okay, fine, that works too. You don't have to shout, stop embarrassing me. I hurry back towards the house. It's probably just my imagination, but I have a feeling that the red butterfly is smiling down at me.
赤い蝶ともう一度お話をですか？
I mean, yeah, why would we not? Yeah, as soon as possible, tonight even. After arriving at work, I quickly sought out Akazuki-san and Mikito for advice. I told them I wanted to know what it was that the red butterfly was waiting for. If we figured that out, we could grant her wish.
なぜそんなことをする高峰昴生。
If we grant her wish, then maybe she'll stop haunting Nozomi. Or better yet, she might even be willing to be reincarnated once we get rid of whatever lingering regrets she has.
高峰昴生、あの蝶と会話できるのはあと1回が限度だ。
Okay.
神からのお達しだ。猶予は1回。それに失敗すれば。
期限も切られました。
Uh-oh.
来週の日曜日の23時59分59秒までです。
Okay, that's oddly specific, but, you know, you could just say midnight.
ちょうど護符の効果が切れる頃だ。
In other words, if we can't find a solution by then the red butterfly will have to be eliminated. That gives us only 4 days. Isn't there any way we can get an extension?
だが、のぞみとお前は護符の効果を得るため、今24時間一緒にいるだろ。
How convenient.
そこへのぞみの両親が帰ってくる。そうしたら同居も解消せざるを得ない。
Okay. Just saying Sundays are deadline regardless. This really is our last chance to talk to the red butterfly. Still, if we can give her whatever it is she's waiting for by Sunday night, we might make it.
お前は事態を楽観視しすぎだ。また会話が決裂したら終わりなんだぞ。
It may be true, but we're doing this to help the red butterfly. Why wouldn't she want to talk to us? We're willing to help her find what she's been waiting for. Shouldn't that make her happy?
私も最初そう考えたのですが。
Yeah, but things are complicated, okay?
それならなぜあの時赤い蝶は具体的に言わなかったのでしょう。
Might not be something she wants to talk about. That's true.
言いたくない理由があるのだろう、きっと。
そうだとすると、今夜会話しても成果は期待できません。
If anything, we'd just be wasting our final chance, I guess.
そういうことだ。
I am simply waiting. Those words alone give us very little to go on. We don't even know who or what she's waiting for, but we have to do something. Nozomi seems to want to help the red butterfly. Well, not just her, I do too.
二度も襲われたのだぞ。それなのにか。
Nozomi at the very least doesn't think that these accidents were the red butterfly's doing. She says hasn't been getting any of her usual heebie-jeebies. That's why we didn't realize that the red butterfly was haunting us until a while after the new year. But her sixth sense is telling her that it has no evil intentions.
実は私もあの赤い蝶々は悪い人ではないと感じました。
Yeah, I mean, I never got that impression from it. It's waiting for something.
お前たちの気持ちはわかるが。
So I've been thinking about this, like trying to guess what it is she could be waiting for, and just what I guess the shrine doesn't have is I feel like Nozomi hasn't really ever committed to maintaining the shrine. She's always said that she doesn't want to be the shrine maiden. She doesn't want to continue it on. And maybe it's waiting for her to like accept that she should run the shrine. I don't know. Maybe something like that. I could be totally off base. But I just feel like she's waiting for someone to be willing to take over the shrine. She wants it to continue on. I feel like she has some attachment to it because she keeps hanging around here. So maybe she wants her to finally come to terms with that. I don't know. That could be completely wrong.
情に流されるのは危険だぞ。
I'm just trying to think of what she'd be waiting for.
そもそもたたらないなら、なぜ望みにつく必要がある。
Because it feels like maybe something's trying to harm Nozomi and she's trying to protect her because she wants her to run the shrine. I don't know. The million-dollar question indeed. Originally, the red butterfly had been haunting the Aikawa shrine itself, but something had caused it to begin haunting Nozomi personally. Still, Nozomi would be heartbroken if the red butterfly had to be ruthlessly put down. For both Nozomi's sake and the butterflies, I want to find a way to save her.
賛成です。私もそれが一番だと思います。
しかしあと4日だぞ、高峰昴生。どうやってあの蝶の願いを知る？
Well, if we can't ask her directly, I try to think. Nothing comes to mind. The only thing we know is that the red butterfly is actually the soul of a person who's been worshipped as a god at the Aikawa shrine. And for some reason, this lady Aikawa is now haunting Nozomi. That's all.
我が輩も調査できることはしたが、何せ300年前のことだからな。
I don't know. I could think of like a lot of different things. I'm just not thinking of anything I really think would be it.
昴生君、鈴音さんが呼んでるよ。
While the three of us are racking our brains, Nozomi enters the room.
そうだ、のぞみ。
はい、何ですか？
お前の神社に祀られている生神のことが聞きたい。
赤岩様ですか？
それについて詳しく調べたいのだ。神主である父親から何か聞いてはいないか？
うちは安産祈願の神社なんですけど、もともとは赤岩様が子供好きな優しい女性だったらしいんです。その子供好きなところがいつの間にか赤ちゃんが無事生まれるようにって願をかける神様に変化した。お父さんからはそう聞かされてます。ごくごく普通なほのぼのとした理由ですね。
しかし随分ぼんやりとしているな。それに実際はあやつは神に殺されたのだぞ。もっとドロドロとした逸話が残っていても良さそうだが。
もしかすると伝承が変化していった可能性もありますね。
I mean, we have to find out where the miracle part comes in, because I'm assuming some kind of miracle happened. Mikado and Akizuki-san fold their arms pensively. Let me try asking Rokuro-san directly. The quickest solution would be to clear this up with the current shrine priest himself.
昴生君が？私が聞こうか？私のことだし。
No, I think it's better if I ask. If Mikado's right and the shrine actually does have some kind of horrific backstory, I get the feeling Rokuro-san would be hesitant to tell Nozomi about it. But as a guy, he might be more willing to open up to me. I'm gonna give him a call. Well, look how reliable he is.
昴生君、まだお父さん出ないの？
I mean, to be fair, he's probably pretty busy with his whole family thing in the mountain full of truffles. This is already the 5th time I've called Rokuro-san's cell phone. Although I left a voicemail, he still hasn't gotten back to me yet.
もしかしたらお父さんスマホをどこかに置き忘れたりしてるかも。
Can't imagine Rokuro-san being so careless.
うちのお父さん案外ぼんやりしてるんだよ。昴生君の前ではキリッとかっこよくしてるけど。
Really?
そうそう。だからお母さんや私がしっかりしないとね。
You know, sounds typical for a man. She shrugs with exasperation. Ah, so Nozomi was the responsible one in the family all along. Well, if you're right about his phone, then we're in trouble. I need to ask about Lady Akaiwa as soon as possible.
私、お母さんのスマホにかけてみるよ。
It's a good idea.
あれ
Nozomi dug through her purse, then cocked her head in puzzlement. What's wrong?
お店にスマホ置き忘れちゃった。
Oh my gosh, you're just as irresponsible. So much for being the responsible one. Teehee my butt. Like father, like daughter, I guess. Suddenly the doorbell rings.
誰だろう？はーい。
Wait, let me get it. It's late, and so she's already gone. Good grief. She wasn't listening to me at all.
こんばんは。
Oh, hi. We haven't seen much of you lately.
メイちゃんが私のスマホ持ってきてくれました。
Aw, May. That's so kind of you. Nozomi waves her phone above her head. Thank God for Hyochidani-san. So kind, so thoughtful. What would we ever do without her? I cheer and applaud, giving her a standing ovation.
先輩、大げさですよ。あ、昴生君のスマホだよ。
Oh. I look at my phone lying on her desk. The caller ID displays Rokuro-san's name. Oh, so he finally decides to pick up, huh? Heard they pick up. Hello?
昴生君ごめんよ何度も電話もらったみたいで
Oh no, it's fine. You know, I'm just trying to save your daughter from something possibly terrifying or horrific happening to her. But you know, it's fine. I know you're
いや
busy.
気にしないでいいよこっちはなんとか型はつきそうだ
Well, good.
それより何かあったのかい
No, nothing wrong per se. I obviously can't straight up tell him that Nozomi is being haunted by Lady Akaiwa herself. Rather, I dodged the question and bring up the subject of the Akaiwa Shrine's origins
赤
instead.
岩様の伝承というか逸話は残ってるよ
You mind telling me the story?
その昔赤岩様には幼い一人娘がいたんだその娘が村でも評判になるくらいの器量よしでね
Huh. Okay.
あまりに美しかったせいで鬼人に目をつけられてかどわかされそうになったんだ
A god who kidnaps people sounds more like the work of a demon, if you
残
ask me.
酷な神様って実は多いからね
Are they implying this is happening to Nozomi? Because I'm like, Nozomi's kind of attractive, you know, and maybe a god's like trying to steal her, but he, you know, he has to like probably kill her to steal her, you know? He's gonna like steal her soul.
だがその時に赤岩様が身を挺して娘を守ったんだ
I mean, she managed to drive away this fierce god.
母は強しとはよく言ったものだねそれ以来赤岩様は子供を守る生き神様として祀られたそれがうちの神社の一応の成り立ちさどうだい参考になったかい
I mean, I guess. What does that story have to do with whatever Lady Akaiwa is waiting for?
昴生君
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm still here. We're just kind of thinking, you know, deep in thought. Yep. Not about anything important, though. Don't worry about it. And for that, now that's the only thing I
日
can
曜
say.
には戻るからねのぞみは元気かい
Oh yeah, she's great. Same as ever. Here, I'll pass her to you. Nozomi. I paused the conversation to hand my phone to Nozomi. She nods and takes it.
お父さん私
It's you know who. Oh no, it's Lord Voldemort herself.
違うよ振り込み詐欺じゃないもん
Is that a telephone scam?
私が私ったら私
Well, I am me, and you, sir, are you. Okay. Why don't you just say your name? Guess she's having fun with her dad. Oh well, they haven't spoken in a while, so I'll give them some alone time.
先輩神社について調べてるんですか
Yes, very intensive research, okay? If I'm gonna take over the shrine, you know, if I'm gonna marry into the family, I need to know. Yoshidani-san comes up talking to me while I watch Nozomi chatting happily on the phone. Yeah, something like that. Since I can't tell the truth, I have to be evasive. Sorry, Yoshidani-san.
それって本格的にここの神主さんになるためですか
You know, I'm not considering, and I've already got it planned out. Oh, well, maybe?
そうですかついに先輩も進路決定ですね
Well, you know, somebody's gotta do it. Though she seems to be misunderstanding things, I chose not to correct her. Mostly because it'd be too much work.
じゃあおやすみなさい
Oyasumi.
赤岩様のことは何か分かったの
Kind of? I relayed the story that Rokuro-san had told me about Lady Akaiwa's incredibly beautiful daughter, and how she protected her from a malevolent god who had tried to abduct her. Both Nozomi and Hiyoshidani-san listened silently. However,
すみません
when I finished the story, Hiyoshidani-san hesitantly interjects.
今の話私が知ってる伝承とちょっと違うんですけど
Of course May knows the real story. How convenient. Well, go ahead and lay it on us.
カフェステラと死神の蝶
Let me guess, she's gonna be a little bit of a history buff
私
here,
の
huh?
知ってる話だと赤岩様は鬼神と夫婦になって末永く幸せになったと
Huh. I don't... Another version of the story. The next day, Nozomi Nayashiki saw what she knew about the legend of Akawa Shrine. Her answer to which I just finished expressing my surprise.
またってことは他にもあるの
Yeah, apparently everyone's got a different version of the story, except for the people who actually work at the shrine. You know, you would think they would know better than anybody else, but apparently not.
はい。メイちゃんは娘が鬼人と恋に落ちたって言ってました。それで結婚を周囲に反対されて駆け落ちしたって。
And both of those are also different from the version Rokuro-san told me. Which one of them is the truth? Even if we don't know that, we couldn't hope to find out what the red butterfly is waiting for.
でもまあ現役神主さんが言うことが正解なんじゃない？
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, it's been 300 years, right? That's what I was thinking too. But in Rokuro-san's version of the story, there wasn't anything that Lady Kaiwa was waiting for. That being the case, I can't discount the possibility that this might be wrong.
昴生君、どうしよう。
We need to do a bit more digging, okay? Get out your shovel. Get your hard hat. We're going. We're digging. We're gonna dig the biggest hole you could ever imagine. I don't know what we're gonna find in that hole, though, so I have no idea. We only have one more opportunity to speak to the red butterfly. If we can't get rid of her lingering regrets right then and there, we won't have another chance.
何？どうしてそんなに赤岩神社の伝承にこだわるの？
Trying to get rid of that butterfly. Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't explain everything to you yet, did we? I mean, we actually can't explain it to her. Give Shiki-san a quick summary of the situation. Nozomi is currently being haunted by the red butterfly, and it's possible the red butterfly is the cause of her 2 near accidents.
だけど、私と昴生君は赤い蝶さんのせいで事故が起きたとは思ってないんです。
どうして？
2 reasons. First, Nozomi's sixth sense has been acting up.
ゾゾってしないんです。
Okay.
だから赤い蝶さんは私に敵意はないんじゃないかなって。
The second is the impression we got when we spoke to it. It didn't seem at all like the sort of spirit who would hurt people for any reason. If anything, she seemed like a very gentle person.
閣下と秋月さんは何て言ってるの？
Akazuki-san shares our opinion for the most part. Mikado says that in terms of probability, the accidents couldn't have simply been coincidences.
まあ閣下の言う通り、短い期間に2度も命の危険が起こるなんておかしいと思う。
Objectively, you're definitely right. Shiki-san hadn't been there with us that night, so she doesn't know what the red butterfly is like, so it's only reasonable she'd think that way.
伝承の内容が分かれば赤い蝶さんを救えるんです。だけどこのままだと消されちゃいます。それはかわいそうだから。
Yoshimi's expression darkens. That's why we're searching for the thing that the red butterfly is waiting for. If we can find it for her and get rid of any lingering regrets she has, so she might be willing to be reincarnated.
なるほど。それで赤岩神社のルーツを探ってるわけね。
That's the gist of it.
はい。でもいろいろな意見が出ちゃって。
Yeah, so we have no idea which one's historically accurate. We've already come across 3 different variations.
何を待ってるか。もし日内谷さんの説が正解なら、駆け落ちした娘さんかな。
Good point. She's been waiting to see her missing daughter. That certainly would make sense.
でも昴生君、300年前のお話だよ。
Correct.
もうその娘さんもとっくに亡くなってるよ。
Well, earlier I did say we're gonna go digging, okay? We're gonna dig up a giant hole. We're gonna dig up her grave and bring back the body. No, that's probably not it. It'd be impossible for her to meet someone who's no longer in this world.
お、魂って転生するんじゃないの？
This is true.
それです。昴生君、夏目さんの話なら納得できるよ。
Oh, so is Noza gonna be the reincarnation of the daughter? That's kind of what I think is gonna happen.
そこにしびれて憧れちゃう。
Nozomi gives Shiki-san a big hug. How does she even know all these old JoJo references?
いやでも
I didn't even realize there was a
転生
JoJo
した人
reference
を
there.
どうやって探すの？
How are you planning on finding someone who's been reincarnated?
人に転生したかどうかもわからないしね。
Fair point.
もし微生物に生まれ変わってたりしたら、赤岩様かえって嘆くかも。
Also true. Rub my temples as Shiki-san pelts me with counter-arguments. This definitely won't work. In fact, it even poses even more problems.
どうしよう昴生君。娘さんがミジンコに転生してるなんて私絶対言えないよ。
A water flea, huh? This just reminds me of freaking Angel Beats, where they're having this discussion about, I think it's like, is it in the first or the second episode? Probably the first, where they're like explaining that, you know, about reincarnation, and he's like, I don't want to be reborn as a water flea or be reborn as a sea barnacle. Yeah, maybe if she became something cute like a cat at least, or even an alpaca.
二人とも思い込み激しすぎ。
Not what I would have
正
thought
しい
of.
伝承
But
を突き止めるのが先でしょ。
which version of the story is true? That is true. But I asked Roku-san to tell me what he knew. Where else could I get information
うち
from?
の大学の図書館とかはこの辺一帯の歴史についての文献があったはず。
Yeah, that'd be good. You would think the shrine itself would have like just a history that's wrote down and, you know, passed on from generations, but apparently not.
前にレポート書くときに利用したから。今から行ってみたらシフトは変更しとく。
Alright, no,
ありがとうございます、夏目さん。
Freaking Natsumi, like, has been saving our butt this whole game.
このご恩は必ず今後昴生君がシフトに入りまくって返します。
Hey, don't volunteer me. You're awful, Nozomi. Now that we've been dating for a while, it's starting to become quite clear where's the pants in our relationship. Alright, fine, I'll be back.
すみません、夏目さん。私も。
分かってるからこっちは気にしないで。
Yeah, I feel like we've been hardly working at all anyway, so I'm sure they're fine.
ありがとうございます、夏目さん。このご恩は絶対昴生君がシフトに入り浸りで返します。
Of course. Why not? You know, it's not like we're doing anything else anyways. You know, we should just quit. I should just fire myself, okay? That's what we're gonna do. It's in the moment that the hierarchy of our relationship is firmly established.
おお、昴生か。
Oh, hello, Hiruto, with your sprite that literally, like, goes past the screen because you're so freaking tall.
お、のぞみちゃんも？
Yes, we're going to the library. Arriving on campus, we bump into Hiruto, who I haven't seen in a few days.
こんにちは、ひろとさん。
こんにちは。今日も可愛いね。
Hey, don't be flirting with my girlfriend, okay? I'll give you the boyfriend punch, just like I was gonna give to that butterfly, you know, just I'll give you a 1-2, okay? Thanks for answering roll call for me. Since we've been prioritizing the talisman protection, Nozomi and I have been together for several days now. As a result, we've both been taking a voluntary leave of absence from school.
なんで平日に彼女連れて大学来るんだよ。もう大事な調査とやらは終わったのか？
Not quite. That's actually why we're here. We need to look into a few
う
leads.
ちの大学に？
Yes.
今、事情があってうちの神社について調べてるんですよ。
のぞみちゃんの家の神社って確か赤岩神社だっけ？そういや俺も昔おかんに伝承っぽい話を聞いたな。
Of course he has his own version too. Why not? Let's just make 4 of them. You know, it would help if we had somebody say that they heard the same story as somebody else, because maybe that would be a little more true. I don't know. An unexpected hint from an unexpected place. Could it be that Hiruto has the answer we've been searching for all
確
along?
か赤岩様は子供が大好きで
That's right, we've heard that too.
めっちゃ美人の娘さんがいて、
そこも一致してます。
その家にイケメンだけど無職の男が転がり込んで親子ともどもを攻略して、
Okay, that's very different. Why does that sound like the plot of some mother-daughter? Okay.
その後3人は末永く仲良く暮らしましたとさ。
Why not?
いいね。色っぽいシングルマザーと綺麗な娘との共同生活。
Okay, never mind. We're discounting Hiruto's story. It's not, there's nothing here.
男の夢を体現したような話だ。
God, I wish that were me.
ぜひあやかりたい。
Freaking Hiruto, shut up. What kind of origin story is that? Why would that make a shrine for safe childbirth?
いっぱい子供作ったんじゃね？
We're trying to be serious here,
昴生
Hiruto.
君、私この話だけはすっごく嫌だよ。
I know. Naturally, Hiruto's version comes as a shock to
男
Nozomi.
の人無職なのが特に
Especially not the part about the man being unemployed. That's what you find fault with. There's a lot more wrong with that story if you ask me. Let's just see what the books in the library have to say first. I'm sure we can trust them more than we can trust them more than we can trust Hiruto. No offense.
もし同じこと書いてあったらどうしよう
Freaking poor Hiruto. At any rate, Nozomi and I head towards the library.
仲良く図書室デートね。
It's not a date. God, I wish that were me too.
前にもあやか
Poor Hiruto.
あんまり参考にならなかったね
Yeah, everything was pretty much identical to what Rokuro-san told me. In the library, we found several guidebooks about the town's history commissioned by the local ward office. Having been written during the early Showa period, their pages were yellowed with age. There had been a number of documents concerning the Akawa Shrine as well. However, neither of them contained anything we didn't already know.
やっぱりお父さんが言ってたお話が正解なのかな
So it would seem. All the books seem to agree with him, and not to mention, he is the shrine priest, but knowing that doesn't do us any good. We still have no idea what it is the red butterfly could be waiting for.
これからどうしよう昴生君
There must be some other place we can find other, older books about the subject. Maybe the public library in town. I'm gonna be honest, I thought that was the library they were going to. Why would you go to your school's library? Kind of weird. Nothing else we could try searching online.
メッセ来たごめん昴生君ちょっといい
I'm gonna be honest, if I wanted to know something about this, that's the first thing I would have done is just Googled it. Nozomi pulls out her phone from her jacket pocket.
クラスの子たちからだずっと学園休んでるから心配してメッセくれたんだ
Yeah, I know.
風邪って嘘ついてるから罪悪感だよ
What a terrible person. How could you? Lying about being sick. I have never once done that as a kid. Never.
ごめんねみんな
Nozomi apologizes to her phone. She's always been as honest as they come. Just tell them you'll probably be back on Monday, so there's no need to worry.
うん
Nozomi's eyes, who've been looking down guiltily, suddenly widen. What is it?
学園全体のグループ会話でお知らせが来てる図書室の整理のため古本は週末に一斉処分しますって
Gosh, this game is full of conveniences. Just like things that are just happening, and you're just like, oh, okay, that happens to relate to the plot. Perhaps Nozomi's school library has the literature we're looking for. Yeah, right, that'd be too convenient. But if they were there, they'd be tossed out this weekend. We lose the chance to read them forever. Alright. Nozomi.
何
I decided on our next destination, your school. Because that won't look weird, being sick and then just popping in to see the library. It's been a while since Nozomi had last put on her school uniform. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully we'll find something in the school. You know, because they just so happen to conveniently, like, have a message saying that they're throwing out books, and we happen to be looking for a book that has information. You know, nothing weird about that at all. But hopefully we'll be able to find out something. That'll be nice. And then maybe we'll solve the whole red butterfly thing next episode. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Because every time in this game, I think that something's coming to a conclusion. It seems like they're wrapping it up and they're going to have, like, a happy end. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, that was, like, just part 1 of the next 5, right? Like, you're going to have way more going on. You know, it'll take some getting used to, but I'll get through it. So anyways, guys, end it here. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.